Are you two back with another banger video for you guys? Now today's video we're doing a top 10 back to school shoes part 2. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe and share with all your friends. We're on the road to 300 subscribers. Alright, you two, let's get into the first shoe. Now the first shoe is the Jordan 3 Retro International Flights. These shoes came out I think in 2018. I'm not for sure about that though. But I feel like this is a nice shoe, different from threes that you see all the time. But recently I feel like we've been seeing like Chicago's. I've been seeing a lot of cements, the white or the black. I've been seeing the fire reds. Like, I don't know why I just started seeing people wear the fire reds. So I feel like in the Carolinas, if I didn't say that already, I feel like this would be a different shoe that you could pop out with, and people will be like, oh, them hard. But this is a nice shoe. Like, you can't lie. The International Flight 3s, I feel like out of the 3 that came out, the 5s and the 12, this is the best looking one. But let's move on to the next shoe. Now the next shoe is a Jordan 6 Retro PSG pair Saint Germain, I think I'm saying that right. Now this shoe will be on the screen for you guys again. Now this shoe I feel like is a laid back shoe. Like, if you look at the shoe and you don't hear the title, you wouldn't really think too much of it. But I feel like this, like the red off the like that shadow gray type color, goes really nice together. If you ask me, I feel like this is a nice shoe. And I never owned a pair of 6s. I don't think I owned a pair of 6s ever, and if I have, I was probably too little to even remember I had a pair of 6s. But I feel like this is a nice back-to-school shoe because it's like, I haven't seen a person with these on ever. So I feel like if you if you watching this, you want a pair of these, you probably never seen a pair besides like on YouTube, or people like you seeing like YouTube videos of them, or you just seeing like when they first came up. I haven't seen anybody with a pair of these on. If you have, comment down below. Next shoe, I actually hate that I didn't pick these shoes up before I went to Texas. For most of you guys, I went to Texas about a month ago, something like that, for like a graduation trip. I walked up on the Jordan 1 Retro High Zoom Fearless. I walked up, they wanted I'm gonna say 160 for them, something like that, and I passed. And then I'm like, we left, and I went back. We were supposed to go back like a few days later. I was like, I'm just gonna get them when we go back. They were sold out and gone. And I looking at this, like $234, and I think all the sizes, I'm gonna put the size chart right here. I think all of them is like under $200 for the most part. Like 200 and lower, what I'm trying to say. But I don't know about this shoe. Like, I wanted it, and then I was like, I don't really want it, so I passed on it. Came out, like, yeah, I'm just gonna grab it just to have us do a video on it. I went back and they didn't have them, but I feel like this is a comfortable shoe. I hear that a lot, that this shoe is really comfortable for the Zoom, for both pairs. If you don't know, it's 2 pairs. Well, actually, it's 3 pairs. It's like a gray pair is this pair, and then I was like a green pair that recently came out. I feel like this would be a nice shoe, and then it changed colors when you take a picture of it, like the reflective. I feel like this was a really nice shoe. I just feel like I should have got it and didn't pass up on it. Don't pass up on sneakers when you get a chance. That's what I'm saying. Don't pass up on them. Now the next shoe is this shoe right here. I hate it when it came out. I did not like this shoe. Still don't like this shoe. When I first saw images of the Jordan 4 Retro, it was black. If you remember that, if I could pull up a picture I put on the screen, it was black. It was the same style, but it was black. I was like, them was hard. I told my mom, like, Mom, when these come out, can I get a pair? And I'm gonna say when they're official images. Now that wasn't official images when they were black. I don't think that was. Saw these, I'm like, man, I want a pair. Flat out. Think they was coming out black. Then I saw this image. I still don't like these. I see people with these all the time. These are only going, I think the highest I saw in there was like a size 14. They wanted like 3 something, but everything else below that is like 300 and lower. So if you want a pair of these, you like these, I recommend copping these for back to school. You could throw a lot on with these because all the different colors, they're blue, the black, the gray. It looks fire, but I just personally don't like these. This shoe, well, to me, I thought would have been like a really hard to get shoe, like, to me. Now the DMP Defining Moments pack, I think that's what it stands for, came out this year. I thought this shoe was going to be at least, I'm going to say between like 6 and above price range. So I went on here, everything was like 260 and lower, And I'm like, man, I thought this shoe was going to be really hard to get. Looking at these prices, that might be a pickup in the near future, like really soon. Cause I really thought this shoe, I haven't looked at it since it came out. I'm like, man, that shoe gonna be crazy expensive. Not gonna get a chance. I'm not spending $600 on a pair of shoes. That's outrageous. But that right there, that was crazy that this shoe was going for what it's going for, and I feel like it should be going for more. But yeah, this was the Jordan 6 Retro DMP 2020. This is just crazy. Just looking at it, like, I did not expect this shoe to be going for as much as it's going for. Now the next shoe, I think it's about 20 colorways of this shoe out now. It's like every few months it's a new colorway, and it is a new colorway coming out for women's. And this shoe is the Jordan 1 High Retro High Pine Green. Now this, out of all of them, I think it's 3 or 2. I can't remember. But this, I feel like this is the best colorway when I've seen videos. This is like, I feel like this is the best quality one. Like, I feel like was this, like, you can look, even looking at this picture, you can tell like this look like nice quality. I had a friend that had these. They look good in person too. But yeah, I feel like this is a nice shoe. Like, if you like ones, I feel like you would like this. Pine Green 1. I feel like if you like ones, you would like this. But I feel like this is a nice shoe. Jordan 1s are comfortable, in my opinion. They're comfortable to me. But I just feel like this is a nice back to school still. It's not hype, but it's settled too. So it's like people know what you got on, but at the same time, it's like it's not hype. Sorry about that spit. It's like it's not hype. So let's move on to the next shoe. Now this shoe, I don't know why this shoe is anything above $100. My bad. Now this is the Jordan 5 Retro Top 3. Now I feel like this is a nice looking shoe. I personally, I'm on both sides. I kind of like it, kind of don't. But this shoe, it reminds me of like a Raptors jersey to me. That's what, like, looking at it, reminds me of a Raptors jersey. It kind of look like, they should call it this the Raptors Jordan 5, if you ask me. I don't know why I just see Raptors when I look at this shoe. But this shoe came out, say, 3 months ago or 2 months ago. I don't remember. But this shoe, 5s are comfortable, so I feel like 5s is, out of all Jordans, 5s is the most comfortable. But I feel like this is a nice shoe. Just, you gotta, I feel like when you put this shoe on, you can't dress this shoe down. I mean, you have to dress this shoe down. I feel like it will look odd if you dress it up. So I don't know. That might just be my personal opinion, but we're gonna move on to the next shoe. Now the next shoe, I did say most of these shoes were Jordans, but I had to throw some Yeezys in there. But that's the talk of the town. Now this is the Yeezy Boost 380 Blue Oat. I think I'm saying this right. Now this shoe, this is a shoe I have to see in person. Not this colorway, just this model in general and how it feels on feet, because I see pictures of them all the time. I see pictures of new colorways and colorways all the time on Instagram. If you feel me, leave a comment down below. Like, you see this Pacific Yeezy model all the time. These in 350, just the only shoe model I ever see out of Yeezy all the time. Now if you see this all the time, comment that down below. But I feel like this is a shoe you have to see in person. I feel like you can't really order this shoe online and be like, when I get in the hand, I'll see from there. No, because I wouldn't want to waste my money on something like this. But this is like $270 and lower. And I feel like the bigger sizes was like 300 something. But for the most part, like the common size, I'm saying from like a 12 and down was like two something and down. Like 280 down, like somewhere in there. But I feel like this is a nice shoe. It's just, I have to have this on my foot. Like, every sneakerhead, shoe person, if you like shoes, I don't consider myself a sneakerhead, I just like shoes. But this is something I feel like you have to see on your foot. Like, things, you can see things online, but you have to see them on your foot, like your personal foot. You can't go person on the guy on like, oh, this 11 and a half, and they have it on their foot, or they wear 11 and a half. You have to see it on your foot, because some shoes you like, oh, I like this, but then you get in the hand, you start feeling with the shoe, and you're like, I don't really like this texture. I don't even like the way it looks on my foot. I have did that before, and I'm like, huh. All right, we're gonna move on to the next shoe. Now the next shoe came out in 2018. Actually says it up there. The Jordan 4 Retro Tattoo. These came out in 2018. Now this shoe was, I think this, wait, I don't know if this was the model or the Valentine's one. You can take the alcohol, you can rub it on. I think it was the red pair that came out. That was the women's exclusive. But I feel like this is a nice shoe. If you wear a uniform to school, like you wear uniforms, I feel like this is a shoe. If like most schools wear khakis or black pants, or I feel like you wear black pants, this will look okay with. But if you got khakis, I don't know. That might look That might look kind of weird. I don't know about khakis, but I feel like this is a nice back to school shoe. You won't stand out when you have these on. People gonna look at your feet, guaranteed. Like people gonna be like, boom, them some nice kicks, or boom, your kicks. Like they gonna be looking at your shoes for sure, for sure. But these shoes, I feel like this kind of amazed me too, looking at this price, $270. But I didn't see. To me, watching YouTube, I watch a lot of YouTube, but I didn't see a lot of big sneakerheads like the Unbreakables, Tice, and those damn D&M. I didn't see them really go for this shoe. So I don't think even like, I didn't even see too many people when this shoe came out when I was in school have this shoe. I think I saw like one person that just, I think I was at a mall and saw one person with it. So I don't know if people really went for this shoe. I don't know. But we're going to move on to the next shoe. And the next shoe, now this is the same with the DMP 5s. I mean, DMP 6s. This kind of threw me for a loop too. This is a Jordan 5 Retro Fire Red Silver Tongue 2020. Now these came out this year, and I thought this shoe, people made this shoe on Instagram saying like this shoe was going to sell out. It did sell out like the first day, but as far as like selling out and like being crazy expensive in price. And 11.5, the lowest as is $229. Like sale was $228, but these shoes, like I thought this shoe was gonna be one of them shoes that's like crazy expensive. Same thing with the DMP, like crazy expensive. No one's gonna be able to get them, and it's like you look at these prices on StockX, and you be like, I could have got this shoe. I could have got this shoe. I could still get this shoe. This might be a future pickup for me too, same as the DMPs. But this, I just feel like some shoes you look at shoes, and it's OG form too on the toe box, but you look at these shoes and you be like, these shoes are going to sell out. And then people put the hype around them and they don't do anything. And then people don't go for them. So I feel like this shoe was hyped up and then the hype died. Like the hype that came out, people got their pairs. And then that was it. You didn't hear nothing else talked about these. And usually when the hype is, like when shoes be hyped, they talk about them after release day and after release day and after release date. So let's move to, now the next shoe, this is also a Yeezy. Now this is the Yeezy 350 Boost V2 Zion. Yeah, Zion. Yeah. Now this color, I feel like this is a nice colorway shoe. It's a neutral colorway, kind of like all of them. It's like it's no really color to them for the most part of Yeezy. There's no color. It's like the grays, the browns, the earth tone. Most Yeezys are like earth tone to me. But I feel like this is a nice shoe just to have. For back to school, but just to have. But I feel like for back to school, it's a settled shoe. Like yeah, you got some Yeezys on, but it's not nothing like, you don't got no crazy shoe on. Like if you look at some Yeezy colors, you be like, like that's not a, first, especially with the earth tone one, like, oh, that's not like the ooh, like you don't really look at it like that. But I feel like this is a nice back to school shoe. Yeezys, I hear Yeezys are comfortable. I never had my foot in one, never had a pair. I always hear Yeezys are comfortable and they look nice. I feel like this is a nice looking Yeezy. So we're gonna move on to the next shoe. Now this shoe, if you haven't seen my review on these, go watch my review. I have it linked down in the description. Now this is the Jordan 5 Retro Alternate Grape. Now this shoe is crazy to me. This shoe in hand is so crazy. I actually still want a pair of these, but I thought this shoe for the alternate grape, not all the grapes. So like, I think every other grape is like 4 and above for some of them, depending on the size. But $235 was the last sale. You would think this shoe would be crazy expensive, and it's not. It's crazy, but you would think this shoe would be like, ooh, you can't get. You can still get pairs. You're gonna stock it, Gold, Stadium Goods, Flight Club. You can still get pairs in these, and this is a hard shoe. You're gonna definitely stand out with these. You're gonna get some head turns with these. People gonna be looking at your shoes. I'm telling you, I recommend picking this shoe up. Out of all these shoes, this one shoe I recommend picking up. All right, we're gonna move on to the next shoe though. Now this shoe is 40s, if I can remember correctly. It's red, purple, orange, and green. I think I'm right on those. Now this is the Jordan 4 Retro Metallic Purples. This is my personal favorite. This one and orange is my two personal favorites. But this pair right here is $350. Now I wanted to put this shoe on here because I couldn't find other two, and they was StockX was low and slow. But for the other pairs, they are really cheap, like $270 and lower. I've seen pairs go for that. But we're gonna move on for the shoes. I don't want miscrew people with this is the price. Most of them. I couldn't find the other one was stuck. It was loading slow. We're gonna move on. Oh, that's the last shoe. Actually, that's the last shoe. All right. So if you like any shoes I have on this review, any shoes that you feel like that you might cop up for back to school. If you already started school, no, people still cop shoes, but it's like shoes are shoes. People buy shoes all the time. So if you feel like any shoe was on this list that you can consider copying, comment it down below and tell me what shoes you might cop off this list and you might not. We on the road to 300 subscribers. I think we at 293, 294, something like that. But thank you guys for all the support. I really do appreciate it. We got a video almost at 1K in views. It's the nothing but net Jordan 1 lows. That video is almost at 1K in views. I just want to thank you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Share with all your friends. And it's only big things from here, guys. We out.
Be with me, gotta find me some new ops. Niggas don't want no beef with me. Got a team full of killers. I make sure they eat with me. I'ma do life in the feds before I let the streets get me. And you niggas, y'all ain't fully, y'all ain't never killed with me. Lost some niggas in the field. I feel like they're still with me. And you could